Hello and welcome back to POTG Geeks. You join us for an unboxing video of Necromunda. Many Necromunda things. I was lucky enough to receive the new Goliath stuff for my birthday, and then we went to Nottingham and I got a couple of these from Nottingham. And I also managed to pick up some of the Zormatalis tiles from Nottingham as well. So that was pretty cool. So we'll have a look at those as well. So we've got the Goliath Stimmers and Forgeborn. We have a Goliath zerker from Forge World. We have the Goliath some croc from Forge World. And House Chains book. I'll look at this first. So this is really cool, actually. I was a bit sceptical when I saw they were doing books for each of the houses. And I thought they'd be like really thin and just like rehashes of the same thing, but they're not. There's loads of stuff in it. So there's a lot more lore and background for the house itself. Some of it we already know, some of it's new. It's all interesting, that's good. There we go, so we have like a timeline, like we do with codexes basically.
Yeah. I think it's set out nice though, to be quite honest.
No, I'm quite impressed. I was a bit sceptical, like I said, that this is just like an excuse to make codexes for Necromunda and just money grab, if you will. And it's a very impressive book. All about the hierarchy, the Forgeborn, Vatborn, House Industries. There's loads of stuff in this. The artwork is obviously really nice as well. And House Territories. Something about enclaves. It's all really cool. Get to the list somewhere in here. There we go. The gang list as well. So the gang list has been modified as well. Is that a page? Or just, no, page. For instance, we now have a Forged Tyrant who's the leader, so it's a slight rename. And then each person has their own war gear list there, rather than just one big war gear list at the end. The Goliath Forge Boss, which is your champion. Goliath Stimmer, which is also another champion, so one of the ones in the new box. And the new equipment for them. Then we have the Forgeborn from the box as well. So these are prospects of the gang. Goliath Bruiser, who's a ganger. Just a rename really. And the Goliath Bully, who's a Juve. And then exotic beasts, and we have the some croc. Again, got one of those here. And the special some croc card for all three eyes. We've got hangers on and brutes. So we got a brute handler. So this is available to any gang. 55 credits. For handling the other brutes basically in your gang, if you will. Cam dealers, which is available at any other gang, but increased cost. Pit trainer, which is only available to Goliaths. A dome runner, available to any gang. Some of these are from some of the previous books, some of these are new, but it's the fact that it's set out into one list so you know exactly what you can get for your gang, I think is a massive improvement. Gang lookouts, sloppers. They just released a model for that. Just missed out on getting that.
Yeah, we did.
But I'll probably get them in the future. Ammo jacks. And then the brutes with the Goliath zerker. Again, we're going to unbox one in this video. And that's for gang Goliath only. And lethal pattern excavation automa. We've seen those before. That's cool. Robots. And jolting servitors. There's some servitors coming out soon.
Oh right, okay.
I think there's a box set coming out. Because there's rules. Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Fire guns. Bounty hunters. house agents. So everything you need in one book for your gang. Making alliances, allies, all in here. Slaver entourage. There's just loads of stuff. Krieg Master Specials. Missed that one. Military Attaché. Alright, cool. Goliath subplots. House Favourers. Gene smithing. Nice. Muscle skills. So all the skills. Everything we need. There's loads. I was hoping to get to the Oglins. I don't know where they are. Later on in the book. Goliath terrain. And scenarios. Oh, we got some cool pictures of various models. Some of the old ones, some of the new ones. These are the new Ogre models. Those are the pictures of them. These were the Slaver Entourage. I didn't get those from Forge World. I was considering getting it and I just didn't. I couldn't see them out and I was like, they probably have them. I'm not going to ask. I was happy with what I got, especially when they got the tiles. So I think that was enough for them. But these models, these look cool. When these come out, definitely want to get them. But you can have these guys as a gang on their own as well. Which I think is awesome. Slave Ogre and Gang. There we go. So the rules for all that is in House of Chains as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So Overlord and the Champion is the Underboss. Gangers.
Couple of pages stuck together.
The Lobo Slave Ganger, so it's like an ogre with its head replaced with a robot. And then Sparky, Bounty Hunter. And just, again, pictures and some fluff of weapons, weapon reference charts for all the weapons in the book. Armour, again, nothing new on that, just you've got as a reference. Weapons, accessories, and all the rules are also in here as well. So you have everything in this book you need to run a Goliath gang. And there we go. It's a pretty thick book actually. It's nicely made too. I was actually very impressed. I thought it was just going to be a thin codexy type book with just a new army listing with the new models in and that's it. But yeah.
They all seem to be quite nice books.
The
With like the
books
little
too. Yeah.
tabs and stuff.
Impressed
Yellow.
by Necromunda in general, to be honest. So what's next? Let's look at the tiles actually.
Tiles.
Well.
Alright.
Curiosity. It's got the better of me.
Right.
So I got 2 sets of these actually.
You're very lucky.
Yeah, no, I had 3. I got 2 sets of these. I'll just come back in stock. I also have 2 standard 40k tiles which I actually converted up for Necromunda. So hopefully, I mean these, I think these are a bit thinner than tiles, but it won't matter once some more tile set is on it. There they are.
Nice. Very nice.
So yeah, much thinner than the actual battle boards. There's also less sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Like those have got roads in and stuff and make it deeper, and so there's less obtrusion on this. It's just vents and such like. I think all 4 are the same, are they?
All the yeah.
Yeah. So then when you've got your Zone Mortalis stuff, it'll sit on there. Sort of. Oh, it does actually fit on as well. That's useful to know. The cubes actually fit over, well, not cubes, but they fit over those. Oh, some sorts. and that'll fit on there. So it's actually it is designed to fit these.
Yeah.
And that's what all these little grooves connect to.
Oh, so
there you go.
those things there, yeah.
Yeah, so it does actually. It's not going to go flying off. I did wonder that actually because I thought they were going to be set on top of it. That's really cool. So it can have like half the board like in the Mortalis and then half the board on with like more 3D type terrain.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's good. Brilliant. Cool. Yeah, so I've got to get those painted up. Basically. Awesome. Right, let's do the new Goliath.
Do your swapsies.
Plastics. Swapsies. These stimmers come on pretty large bases.
Mm.
They're 50 mils? There they are. Right, we have 2 sprues. So look. I think they're the same sprue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are. So there is 2 of these. Sweet. So let's bring the camera in and let's put stuff on these guys together. Okay, so we've got the 2 stimmers first. We have the stimmer with the pulverizers and then we've got the stimmer with the grenade launchers. So pulverizers, it consists of 12, which is his mohawk, and 11, which is his face. So we get those 2 parts stuck together. Like so. Then we have part 1 and 2, which is this main bulk of the body, and we've got this like front part which goes over there. Just stick that on. Fight really clean, eh? Right. So that goes on there. Next up we have the leg, which is part 7. We have this rebreather type stuff, which is part 4. The leg, which is part 3. Some chains, which is part 14. So the rebreather goes in this slot at the front. It's an oblong slot. Call it a rebreather, it's just pipes really. So it looks like a rebreather, but it's attached to his chest for reasons. So I'll just attach that onto that. Where do the other bits go? Is that right, or is it the other way around? It might be the other way around.
You fit it over the top, or does it have to snap round?
Yeah, it goes the other way around. Just getting it on as well. There we go. That makes more sense. And we have the 2 bits there. So it goes underneath. So we'll attach on the legs. Number 7. And number 3. Start again. There is just like a groove in there that matches the groove on the leg. So he's in that position, sort of jumping up. And then we have part 14, which is just some chains attached to the bottom part of his belt. These kind of, I'd say, would be optional. There's no part in the model where it needs to be attached. It just attaches via like a half chain link effect. But we'll stick them on. Like so. So what's next? So the head goes on. And then we have this
Part 5.
part 5. So let's put the head in place.
You have to be careful not to catch yourself on those chains because there's like hooks on them at the end. You'd be like, be walking forward, you'd leg yourself up.
Yeah, so the head just fits in the slot. The head's tiny compared to the body. You must be like really sort of like steroids and stuff like that. Same with this bit. So those wires at the top, they seem to attach onto that bit there, like a little nodule on that front cavity part. I don't know what we're going to call that. But they should attach to that. So that will go on there. And that will go up there. Like that. Next up we have this bit. See where that goes. So this has got a little nodule on that end and a little groove cut out there. So it goes on that way. Yeah. Okay. Try to see if it attaches to this thing. Yeah, so the little nodule part. That needs to go into the, I don't know if you can quite see that. It's underneath this pipe and just in there is a little cutout nodule section. So, here we go. In theory, this should fit in there. Like that. That went easier than I expected. Right, so then we have this back part, which is just some wires and a lot of, what do you call these, like little canister things?
Canister things.
Yeah, you know, like the same sort of things that your guys have.
Oh, the racks.
The racks. And your sister's dudes as well.
Yes.
Like vials of...
Oh, the arcoflagellants and
yeah,
the penitent engine has them all up the spine, don't they?
These are exactly the same things. This is a spinal attachment.
Probably like filled with some sort of adrenaline boosts or
There we
something.
go. That went on actually very easy compared. There was all those little pipes. That fitted in perfectly. I'm shocked. Genuinely. Alright, so the arms hopefully are easy. We have the left and the right arm, which is 18 and 17, both with these pulverizers, which is a mean looking combo. Should make soup of every meat. You are now my soup for the day.
So I carries a baguette round with him, so he can just. I'll have some minestrone today, I think.
Minestrone and cordon gang.
Yeah.
Tomato and escher soup. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just pick on one of my other gangs. I didn't want to feel like you were getting picked on.
That's alright.
It's like a Van Sour and oxtail or something like that.
Cream of mushroom and what? What else do we have?
Cream of mushroom and falso.
Yeah.
There we go. That's pretty freaking awesome. That's pretty freaking awesome. And then we get one of these bigger bases because he's going on low. We find a cool place to attach him. He thinks. Where do we want him? There we go. So now we have the long wait while that dries. So Claire's going to pause the camera. So make a start on the second guy. On the first one dries. So we have a more, rather than razors, we've got proper hair. Well, not really proper hair, but sort of more stylised sort of hair appearance, I would say. So is there enough on this? I take it there's enough on the spruce since we're then it's got to make two the same if you want.
I would think so, yeah.
There we go. So that's 10 and 9. Then we have 2 and 1 again, so this is the same 2 parts. Attach those together. And glue on there. Like that. Then we have this part again, which is part 4. Same number. Goes on the same way. Which is slightly easier to put on if you haven't put the other leg on and everything. There we go. Then we have 2 different legs this time. We've got
6 and 3.
So 3's the same.
Three's the same, but it's just 6. He's kind of stood on a girder.
Me. Yeah, so 3 goes on the same. This time 6, like you say, stood on a girder. So make it look a bit different. This guy's actually still sort of walking forward. And then we have the next part, which is the
12, 21 and 22.
So these are right way around?
Yeah, they are the right way round.
Okay, so that's like the back harness. That's the
Part 20.
grenade storage. So that goes on that way around, doesn't it? I like the fact it's like a wicker sort of appearance. It's like they've properly sort of like shoved this together. So that goes on there like that. And then we have
21.
21. Which fits into here. Alright, no, it goes the other way, doesn't it? Yeah. So actually, yeah, just there's a flat piece and there's a angled piece. The flat piece attaches to that, and the other flat piece does the same on this side, like that. Okay. So then we have the head going on. We have this same chest attachment going on. And then we have this leg plate going on, so that's separate. Dropping on the rubber end, help. There we go. And this bit goes on just the same, part 8. So what I'll do, I'll just put these parts on off the camera with the head, because the head's attached the same way. The back piece will then go on in the same slot as the other back piece. So let me do all that and I'll come back. Okay, so that brings us to here. So now we're going to stick on the arms. So we've got the attachment of the arm itself, and then here's where the grenade belt ammo feed thing attaches to that. Like that. So you put them on in the right way, it will go on easily. Like that. I've also drilled the ends for the grade launchers as well. And then the final piece is this, part 23, is shoulder pad. Again, it's kind of optional, it's going on though, because it looks cool. And it goes on there, like that. And then we're going to attach him to his base. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll stand up a lot easier, because you've got 2 points of contact, not just one, like so.
Awesome.
So there is our first guy, looking awesome, and vicious. And there's our second guy. I'm going to pick him up just yet. And now we can move on to the next page. Okay, so we have 2 female forgeborn, and we have 2 male forgeborn. The first female's armed with a stone welder, then we've got the rock saw, and vice versa, we've got the rock saw and stone welder. So, the first one is 48, 47 and 49. That's the head, the hairdo, and the forge mask blast shield. So let's get those together. So you can see we've only got this smaller, these are prospects. Not fully fledged gang members. So that's the head. And then we have the forge mask. Which goes on there like that, and there's a gap in the hair so it stays on. So you could have it down if you wanted, but then you'd have a gap in your hair for the model. Sticks to me. Then we have the backpack, which is made of part 41, which is this contraption. And another one of those basket-like back holder type things. It's going to go on there. And then we have the main part of the body, which is the 2 legs, 44, 46. Like so. Then we have the body. Like that on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach all the bodies together and get them to the same spot. So we've got 50 and 51 is non-mask. On that one we have 56 and 43, 45, 46 and 44. Then we have 29 and 30, 40 and 41, 26, 27, 25. And the head on this one is 31 and 32, the back is 40, 43. I'm going to do the body as well, which is actually 4 parts, because the leg's separate on this one, like that. And that's 26, 27, 28 and 25. So I put those together, and I'll come back. So next up, we have part 53, which is the welder, part 35, which is the front part of the welder, and we have the arm, which is 52. We also have that wire, which is 57. That's when the backpack goes on. So that is the body. So we're now going to attach the arm and the other arm. So that's actually what I'll do. A bit more sense to attach this first. Just figure out how this goes on. Does that go through that? I would suggest it does. Like that. Yeah. Let's attach that on. Okay. So that goes on there, that goes to the top slot. Then we need to attach the arms. So you have 2 slots, which look like they've very specific fits, which isn't good if you like different positions on the models and stuff, but hopefully will help for fitting this on. Oops. Yeah, I've been very hopeful. Yeah, very fiddly. Cross your fingers. So we have a handle part there, which you're going to attach onto the side of the weapon. Get that in there. That's how it seems to go on. Yeah. Let me just get this sorted off camera. Okay, so there it goes. It was actually made easier by putting this arm on first and then attaching that in. And then I could see that this hand actually goes on top. You should be holding it on top, not from the side where I thought it was going to be. But there we go. So that goes on like that. And then put the head on. Like that. Then we have the backpack. So there's a slot in the back of the body for the slot that's in that bit to go on. Just want to fit that on place. And that just leaves this little MacGuffin. Oh, yeah, putting everything upside down today. There we go. So this bit attaches under there. and this bit attaches into the slot there on the gun. So again, this is going to be quite fiddly. I'm going to do this bit off camera, but it'll go on like that. Okay, so there we go. The wire attaches in there, attaches on there, and the curve goes over a leg, so it goes on correctly. And there we have it. This will attach her to a base. And the other arc welder, oops, typical. There we go. The other arc welder goes together the same way. So the other difference is the position that that's going to go in, but it's going to go in a similar way. It's because he's running, so it's slightly different. So I'm going to stick that one together off camera, show you the finish from those. The rock saw is next. So again we have the main body, the head will go on, and the arm will go into place there. And then we have the rock saw there. And put this arm on first, and then I can position the rock saw into place. So let's try that. So there we go. Thought it sounded too easy. There we go. So there's no wires on this one to connect the back part on. This is just like some carried around MacGuffin. And the head goes on. Like that. That one was considerably easier. The other rock saw one goes together in a similar fashion. But this guy is holding it in one hand. So what we have in this one is 38 and 39, which are the shoulder, and then we have this part which is like the handle section. So that attaches on to there. So you can see there's two little, you see that little circle there, and there's a little circle on the other side where it sort of a groove that it attaches into. Just going to go ahead and stick that on. Okay, so hopefully you can see that on there. Then his arm, he's got the open palm, attaches on. As it shows on here, this goes on and the arm goes on. Yeah. Probably could just feed this on afterwards, to be fair, but laughing at myself. Okay. I think we're in position. does seem to go on like that. And then his other arm has just a blade in it. Don't know whether he's in the middle of changing the blades or what he's doing. But we do also need to stick the backpack on, which goes on like that. Again, it's got like a little spanner on it. Wrench. Just going to line this up. I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, what was actually missing was on the gun there's a little hole, and on the hand underneath there's a little peg, and that actually goes in at that angle and holds the gun in place. I thought it was a little bit loose, so I pulled it apart, and that's when I realised there was a hole there for the hand to go on. So if you can see that there, what you're best doing is actually gluing the hand in place and then attaching the whole thing as an arm attachment, rather than doing it kind of like that suggests. So glue the hand onto there, then glue that onto there. Much easier, to be fair. And there we go. There he is. So we put him on a base, and we'll get this one together. So this one's just using a storm welder, same as the first one. So I'll get this one together, and then I'll come back and I'll show you all the models. Okay, so there we have the model. It's in a really awkward position because you've got a very, very small area to stick that on to the base. But that is the position it should be in, sort of running off to the side. We have the other guy there. And the other two forge born. So that's the Stimmers and Forgeborn set. Pretty cool actually. Definitely thinking about adding a couple of these to my gang. Definitely use Forgeborn. And maybe later on a Stimmer. Right, so next up we have the two Forgeborn items that we got in Nottingham. Should do these together because they're both resin, I need to wash them. So let's open up the zerker. There we go. I also need to retrieve the rest of this. She'll do that afterwards. Okay, so we have legs, we have an arm and some cams, big body. That's base MacGuffin. There's the base, same size as the Stimmers. We have an arm, some other little bits. So all this needs to be cut off, washed, and then we can come back and stick it together. Let's look at the sump croc. Slightly fewer pieces, same size base. So we have a head, we have a body, we have the other part of the head, the leg, and we have tail. I think that's all the bits. Right, so as I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to snip all these off, these sprues, and then I'm going to give them a wash to get off any resin dust or any oil, and then we'll be back to stick them together. Okay, so we have a lot of different parts here, and this one broke when it was coming off the sprue. This one's like a U-shaped pipe, so I have to figure out where that goes and fix it. We'll start with the crocodile because that's pretty straightforward. We have 2 grooves there for the front and back legs. That should fit into place, so we should put those on. Okay, so there is the back leg in place. Should attach the front leg. Like that. And then we have the tail. That goes on the way around. Right, exact. There we go. Contour. Like so. And that is 2 parts. Which go together. There is actually 2 little holes there. If you see that line, there's 2 little grooves there to help you line it up. Okay, there he is. Good looking chap. Looks awesome. And then we shall attach that to the body while getting glue all over myself. It's never good. There we go. Funky. Just a case of attaching him to a base. Because he's quite bulky, I'll probably, the head's come off. Nice. There we go. So I'm not actually going to stick him to the base, I'm going to paint the base separate. But there he is, looking awesome. This is a really cool model. Okay, so now for the zerker. Okay, so we have some legs. Let's get them in place first. There's 2 little nodules there. And they attach onto this bit. Next up, we're going to attach the body around the part that goes on. So we have this square bit there. It's pretty hard to tell how this body goes. But that bit there, where is it? Crikey, it's definitely mutated. Where is it? That was the front. That was the back, front. So, put some glue on that. We'll attach that onto there. And I'll give this a good amount of time to actually set before I continue, so I'm just going to pause the camera. Okay, so that's where we're up to. We next have this piece, which is all canisters. I'm going to put some glue in there. And we're going to attach that into that. And then we're going to drop it on the floor, which is traditional to have dropsies at some point. And we put that back on there. Right, and then we'll attach the head. goes in that little fold there, like that. So while that dries from where it is, we'll attach the hand onto the arm there, and we're also going to attach this arm to what it's holding on to, which is the head of a destroyed armbot, which is on there. So if you can see, he's holding on to like the mandible. Let's see which way around this goes. Like that. So that's the front of the head there, and that's going to attach onto there. There's no peg or attachment really. I've just made sure that's smooth, and that's going to just attach onto. That'll be there. So I'm going to glue that in place, glue this other hand in place, and then I'll be back. Okay, so while they're drying, this piece of broken pipe actually goes around his neck. See, it's a little bit of the instructions here. So that will go around his neck that way. So I'm going to have to glue that on around behind his mohawk. And then this little canister, this little piece of MacGuffin attached to it, like he's ripped something off and put it around his neck like a trophy. So I'm going to attach that off camera because that's going to be really fiddly because that bit's broken. So I'll be back when I've done that. Okay guys, so the best thing to do is take the head off if you put it on. And then put that pipe on first. There are 2 grooves behind the head that it just fits into. Then put the head on. Then you can attach this a little bit into the chest, which is where that bit goes. There's actually a groove in the chest for that to go onto. And this little bit of MacGuffin is actually a face mask. So if it's like a rebreather or something that he's pulled off and he's just got hung around his neck. There we go. But I did have to replace that a little bit with a piece of actual sprue rather than the actual broken bit, because of the way it had broken off. I had to cut it flat. I used a little bit of sprue, which was quite handy because it's the same width. So it's turned out alright. So last thing to do is add on the arms. So we'll put on this arm, that, and we'll add on this arm. Yep. And then just on the arm goes the shoulder pad. Like that. So there we go. This guy, I'm going to go onto the base because I can still get to the outside parts of the base. So we'll let that set. Right, brilliant. So I've also took these out. It's got the handy little cards in. So cut around those, stick them in a folder, and you've got everything you need there. It's also the rules for the zerker are in there as well. But they're in ISO chains. And we've got the same there. The Goliath, some croc. Rules there for exotic pets and such like. So that's pretty cool. Keep all of those. Right. Okay, so there we are. Those are all the models from well, for ISO chains, apart from the retinue guys so far that I've got. Mm-hmm. These will be added to my gang, especially that some croc. It looks awesome.
He looks cool.
I do like the zerker as well, actually.
I'm well impressed by him.
I'm impressed by them all, I've got to say.
Yeah.
I think these impressed me more than the original Goliath set.
Yeah, they're a lot more characterful, yeah. I think. They've got a lot more about them. I
definitely want to add these guys in to my starter gang. Mm-hmm. For a new starter gang. I think he's 130 points, so add him in as soon as possible. Or I might replace my champ in one of these as well. So there's a lot of options there. And the next one out will be House of Blades, which is the Escher, which have been previewed at Gamma, was it?
Yes, I think it was, yeah.
So cats as well.
Yeah.
Underhive cats. And cool, like, dome runners, really, or something like that.
Something like that. I can't actually remember.
Wild,
Yeah.
somethings or others. Oh,
Interesting
you can
stuff.
correct me in the comments, but they got bows and stuff. And then you got the undead ones as well.
Yeah.
Been brought back to life, so that's cool. So that'll be the next big Necromunda release. That'll be the next time we do a big Necromunda building video, probably. In the meantime, hopefully we'll get some games played, but stay tuned for that. And I've also got the scenery to finish painting from Dark Uprising.
Yes.
As you can see, you'll probably start at the beginning of the video. I have made a start. I've got the got some of these bits done. Turned out alright actually. And the magnets are quite good. But yeah, I've tried to keep it rough and ready. And actually, just being to Nottingham and seeing how they've done theirs, they've done them exactly the same. I just use different colours, but they've used exactly the same method, which is cool. It looks pretty rough, under hivey.
Yeah.
I do
Grimy.
posters maybe stuck on there, like, and then knacker them up like they've been weathered as well.
That'd
Let's
be
see how
good.
we go. But yeah, I quite like the effect that it's got. This sort of yellow and grey. So we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and join us again for the next video we do. Yay!
Yay!
Whatever it is, we don't know at this point. Because you've got sisters to unbox.
I have.
And I've got Bone Reaper
Bone Reapers.
to unbox, which is my new army for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah. Although I've nearly finished the original Sisters that I got, the box set.
Yeah, painted.
Painted.
And everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing that on camera.
Yeah.
Right, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, guys, take care.
See you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.